Hello everyone, this is Lalita ma'am and welcome to my channel. In our previous videos, we have already discussed about chapter 2 nutrition in animals for class 7 science, and the topics which we have discussed in the previous videos, they were generally how what is nutrition, how the nutrition takes place in human beings, and nutrition in amoeba and nutrition in human beings. Now in this video we are going to explore nutrition in ruminants. So why to wait? Let us start our today's topic, nutrition in ruminants. Now before we start exploring this topic, let us understand what are ruminants. Now ruminants are the animals which bring back the swallowed food into the mouth again to chew it. This process is known as rumination, and the animals, mostly the plant eating animals, which bring back the swallowed food and then eat again, chew again, and then re-swallowed, this process is known as rumination. So the plant eating animals, mainly cow, goat, they perform this rumination process. Okay, now let us understand how the nutrition or digestion takes place in these ruminants. So the process of bringing back swallowed food from the mouth to chew it again is called rumination, and a plant eating animal that brings back swallowed food into the mouth again is called a ruminant. Now in this image you can see the stomach or the nutrition process, how it takes place in the cow. So we'll explore about how nutrition takes place in cow. Now the digestive system of a ruminant, basically the digestive system of ruminant, it has three processes. First is ingestion, second is digestion, and third is absorption. Now actual ruminants, those who are actual ruminants like cattle, sheep, goats, deer, these have four compartments in their stomach. So their stomach has four compartments. It is divided into four compartments. Those compartments are rumen, reticulum, omasum, and abomasum. So these are the four compartments in which the stomach of the ruminant is divided. Okay, now this image shows you what are the different parts that are involved in the process of nutrition in ruminants. As you can see, first is rumen, the large sac-like structure. Yes, so that large sac-like structure is rumen. Then next after that it is reticulum. Then third one is omasum, and fourth one is abomasum. Okay, now you can also find esophagus in this diagram. Esophagus is the pipe, very long pipe, which is about 2 to 3 feet, which starts from like mouth, which carries the food that is being chewed from the mouth to the stomach of the ruminant. Okay, so now let us understand how the digestion or the nutrition process takes place in ruminant. First is ingestion. Now as you know, in our previous videos we have already discussed much about ingestion. Ingestion is the process of taking in of food, the process by which food is taken in by any organism, that is known as ingestion. So what about ruminants? In ruminants, the food is ingested through mouth and then with the help of tongue. Now the ruminants, they also have incisors and large molars. Now these incisors and large molars, they help in chewing the food. Okay, the food which is eaten, it is chewed with the help of incisors and large molars. Now that partially chewed food is stored in the rumen, and then again it is brought back for further process. Okay, so this process of bringing back further again is known as rumination. So this partial, and what about the partially chewed food? This partially chewed food is also known as curd. Now the next process is digestion. Now the chewed food, it passes once it passes through the mouth, it goes through the esophagus, that is food pipe, which is about 2 to 3 feet long, and then from esophagus the food enters to the stomach, and then this stomach, it has 4 chambers. Now these 4 chambers are rumen, reticulum, omasum and abomasum. Now you can see here ruminant stomach. Okay, now this is the rumen is the first and the largest chamber. This is the largest chamber of. Now in this diagram you can see the yellow colored arrows and the blue colored arrows. Okay, it shows the path like from where the food goes, and from esophagus it comes to the rumen, and then from rumen it goes to the omasum and then abomasum. Okay, now it's this rumen, it is the first and the largest chamber of the stomach. Then as it is the largest chamber, it stores large quantity of food. Now the food that is partially digested, that is known as curd. Now this curd, it is again brought back to the mouth, then again re-chewed and re-swallowed, and this process is known as curd chewing. Now this rumen, it has millions of bacteria and protozoas present in it, and the function of these bacteria and protozoas are to break down the carbohydrate into cellulose that is obtained from the plants, that is present in the plants. So these bacteria and protozoas, they convert the carbohydrate into cellulose, and then that is stored, or that only provides energy to the ruminants. Okay, so rumen is the first and the largest chamber. It stores large amount of food, and then from there like curd is brought back again and it is re-chewed and re-swallowed, and this process is known as curd chewing. Now the next chamber is, second chamber is reticulum. Now this reticulum, it is the second chamber. Now it is made up of muscles. Now these muscles, they contract, and because of their contraction, the food again goes back to the mouth through the esophagus. Okay, this contraction pushes the food back again into the mouth, and then again the food is re-chewed and then re-swallowed. Then this reticulum, it opens up into the omasum. So from reticulum the food passes, semi-digested food, it passes to the omasum. Now this reticulum, sometimes we also call it as honeycomb because of its shape. As you can observe in this figure, the shape of the reticulum is like a honeycomb. Its appearance is like a honeycomb. Now the next one is omasum. Okay, so the semi-digested food, it from the second chamber it goes to the third chamber, that is from reticulum to omasum. Now omasum, it is the third and the smallest chamber of the stomach. Which one was the largest chamber? The first chamber. Okay, rumen, it was the first and the largest chamber, and this omasum, it is the third and the smallest chamber of the stomach. Now this is the place where the food particles that are small enough, they get transferred, and here the further digestion takes place with the help of enzymes, the enzymes, digestive enzymes that are present there, and it is the place where the water is absorbed, and also the electrolytes, fatty acids, minerals, and fermentation of food also takes place in this chamber itself. Now abomasum, it is the last chamber of the stomach. Now in this chamber there is one speciality. It is the only chamber or the only compartment which has glands, lined with glands, which has many glands present in it, and these glands, as you know that these glands release some hydrochloric acid, digestive enzymes. And why do we require these digestive enzymes? These digestive enzymes or juices are required for the breakdown of the food, for the further breakdown of the food. So abomasum, it is the only compartment lined with the glands. Now the next process, this was about the second process, that was digestion. Now the next process, the third process is absorption. Now we ended with abomasum. So from abomasum the food, it goes to the small intestine, and there in the small intestine, as you know, liver and pancreas, they are present. They secrete the digestive juices, and though it mixes with those secretions of liver and pancreas, and then there most of the carbohydrates, proteins and fats, they get digested because of those juices or enzymes. Now also villi, finger like projections, which we have already discussed in the nutrition in human beings. Those finger like projections, they help in increasing the surface area. These finger like projections also have vessels, blood vessels in it. Okay, so these villi, they help in the absorption, increase in the absorption. Then from small intestine, food passes to the large intestine. Then large intestine absorbs the water and it eliminates the undigested food from the anus in the form of feces. So this is the general, we can say the general process in case of nutrition in ruminants. I hope you have understood this concept, and for the next video, please subscribe to my channel and stay updated for the notifications. Thank you.